Welcome to Emperor of Estates. In this video, we uncover the legal rights that allow an HOA or condo association to access an owner's unit. We'll also break down the differences between common elements, limited common elements, and association property. Let's get started with the law. When can an association enter a unit? In condominiums and cooperatives, associations are allowed to access units. This access must be for maintenance, repairs, or protecting common property. Entry is allowed during reasonable hours unless there is an emergency. In an emergency, the association may enter at any time to prevent damage to other units or common areas. Keys and governing documents. Governing documents may require unit owners to provide keys. If the association damages property because it had no key, the unit owner is liable for the repair. This is why it's vital for CAMs to ensure key access policies are followed. Entering and abandoned unit boards have the authority to enter abandoned units under certain conditions. This may include inspecting for mold, turning on utilities, or repairing adjacent common areas. A unit is presumed abandoned if 1. It is in foreclosure and unoccupied for 4 continuous weeks without notice. 2. It is unoccupied for 2 months with no contact and no known whereabouts of the owner. Notice requirements before entry. The board must provide at least 2 days' notice before entering an abandoned unit. This notice must be mailed or hand-delivered to the owner. Electronic delivery is allowed if the owner has consented to it in writing. Emergencies are an exception to this notice rule. Who pays for access-related repairs? Any costs the association incurs by entering an abandoned unit can be charged to the owner as an assessment, collected using the association's lien authority. If the unit is truly abandoned, the association can request a court-appointed receiver. The receiver can lease the unit and use the rental income to pay for outstanding debts and upkeep costs. Common elements versus limited common elements. Let's clarify the property types. CAMs must understand. Common elements include areas shared by all owners, like roofs, stairwells, or elevators. These cannot be altered unless approved by the board and, in some cases, by the owners. Material alterations require approval methods stated in governing documents. If not stated, at least 75% approval, or 2/3 for co-ops. Limited common elements are owned by the association but are reserved for the exclusive use of 1 or more units. Examples include patios, balconies, parking spaces. Even though they're exclusive, the association may still access them for repairs and uniformity. Real-world example. Let's say a condo unit has water seeping into a balcony, causing mold in an adjacent unit. The balcony is a limited common element. As the CAM, you must coordinate board-approved access for repairs. You also ensure proper notice, document the emergency, and notify the owner afterward. Failure to act could result in liability for property damage and health violations. Cable television law for cooperatives can enter into bulk cable contracts with service providers. These contracts must last at least 2 years, be considered common expenses if stated in the contract, be cancelable by majority vote at a member meeting, special cable rules for disabled owners. Hearing impaired or legally blind unit owners may opt out of bulk cable contracts. They may not be charged any fees or service costs if they choose to disconnect. If only some units receive cable, expenses must be shared only by participating owners. Quick recap. Associations may enter units for repair, maintenance, or emergencies. Abandoned units may be entered with proper notice. Repair costs can be recovered through liens or receivership. Understand the legal difference between common and limited common elements. The CAMs must monitor cable TV contract terms and special access rights. Motivation for CAM students. This is where CAM leadership shines. You're not just enforcing rules, you're protecting communities, preventing disasters, and preserving property value. When you understand access laws and property types, you manage with authority and clarity. Final call to action: stand strong in your CAM knowledge. Protect your community, and always act within the law. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Emperor of Estates for more insights into HOA law, property management, and Florida CAM. Drop your questions in the comments. Right of access, Florida CAM, HOA law /CAM license /CAM exam prep /property definitions, Limited Common Elements, Cable TV Law, Emperor of Estates. Thank you for watching. Explore our other channels: Emperor University, Emperor Artificial Intelligence, AI, Emperor Science and Fiction, Sci-Fi, Emperor Nature, Emperor Aviation, Emperor Entertainment, and Emperor Music. Links are in the description below.